Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about the Quad Cortex and how well it captures overdrive pedals, and mainly what I'm going to be discussing and demonstrating is how well captures stack, so like individual overdrive captures stacking with each other compared to capturing the stacked drives together already, if that makes any sense. So just to kind of explain more, here is pedal, sorry for all the cables, the pedal in question. This is the Nordvang Gravity Klon side, TS10 side. These are the exact same settings that I captured. I captured each side individually at these settings, and they're saved into this preset in their own individual blocks. But I also have one block that's dedicated to both of these stacked and captured together, and it's the Klon side going into the TS10 side, which I prefer. Now, right now the pedal itself is going into the effects loop 1 of the Quad Cortex, so then I can A and B back and forth. So I'm going to take you to Quad Cortex control and kind of show you the layout of my signal chain, and then we'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. So got Quad Cortex control open. First of all, the guitar I'm using today, one of my Michael Heirloom SXs. Let's see if this picks it up pretty well. Yep. Look at that really cool ambering, and then take a look at the back. Back is really cool. Look at that neck. So they do all their own aging and pickup winding. Everything is perfect on this guitar. I have another one back here that's in charcoal frost. They're really nice. Check them out on their Instagram and their website. All right, so the signal chain, let's start with the capture. So the capture is my new sine wave continuum 100 watt head. It's basically identical to the John Mayer 2 Rock signature amp, and these are John Mayer's like 2007 settings into a V Boutique cab with 2 Rock TR12 speakers, and then we got some spring reverb, room ambience, just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. All right, so here's what it sounds like. So nice and thumpy. All right, now what I'm gonna do is show you the loops here. So number 1, it's a little bit noisy. It's the Gravity with the Klon and TS10 side captured together. Then scene number 3, or scene C, is the effects loop, okay? Then jumping all the way down to F, the individual captures of the Nordvang Gravity, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth between some of them, and then I'll talk it through in a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with the reference. All right, so now I'm gonna just play some basic chords going back and forth. So reference is the stacked Nordvang. So this is something that I've experienced for quite a while, and this is kind of the whole point of this video. Don't feel like the Quad Cortex is quite there yet on capturing overdrive pedals. There's something going on in the mids, definitely a lot more low end, and also a lot more overall output or volume. And then stacking them, all those frequencies kind of stack on top of each other, and it's not really true to the pedal. Now amps on the other hand are like dead on accurate. Now here's what I'm kind of talking about. So I'm gonna play some lower string stuff, and I want you to try to listen to the low end that's either taken out or the thumpiness of it, also the amount of gain or drive, and then the high end. So the reference. Okay, I'd say the pedal itself, least amount of low end, then going into the two sides captured together, there's a little bit more low end, and then you get way more low end in the stacked captures. And here's something also to keep in mind right here in the output. So take a look at this. Peaking at minus 7.4. With the capture of the Klon side and TS10 side together, it was peaking around like minus 6.2. And then it's like minus 6.1 in there. Okay, so there's a lot more output to me, at least what I'm hearing, when you have the two separate captures stacked on top. Let's go ahead and play just some single note, like high string stuff. I'm hearing more stringiness in the actual pedal. And then the more you go up, I'm getting a lot more compression going on. So here's what I'm gonna do to kind of remedy that. Go into this guy. Gonna bump the mids just a tiny bit, bring back volume, bump this guy up. All right, now I'm gonna flip flop and see what we get. Still got to bring this down a tiny bit. Maybe pull back on the bass. Now go into the two stack captures. So kind of proves my point, at least what I'm hearing. Less bass when you have the real pedal. Probably gonna need to adjust the mids a little bit, add a little bit more high end, and overall the capture level can come down a little bit as well, just to get it to be more like the reference. Now, hopefully, Neural DSP will fix this. I know that this has been a common thing for quite a while, that overdrive pedals just don't capture super well. When I captured this, I had the input 1 at 0.0 and 0.0 for input 2, which is the recommended settings for capturing overdrive pedals. So hope this helped. I find that I really like the stacked overdrive captured into one capture block. I like it a lot more, especially for the amount of volume boost that you're getting. It's closer to the reference pedal. When you have the two overdrives stacked on top, there's just a lot of frequency buildup that I think I just get lost in the mix a little bit more, especially when recording. So hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out the capture of my new sine wave Continuum 100 watt head in the back here in the closet. It's an amazing amp. Again, it's identical to the John Mayer 2 Rock signature amp. So, all right, we'll see you next time. Take care.